Welcome to VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. MLB, let me just go ahead and put this on the record so I can have those receipts. So I can have them receipts. I don't agree to this, but since you are so intrigued about speeding up the game for the peeps who don't watch, for the peeps who could care less, who couldn't care less for that matter. Well, I have some free advice. I have some solutions. This was definitely something that's been keeping me up at night, but for the opposite reason. But through deducing and deduction, reasoning that is, I've figured out two ways that this can happen almost immediately. Only two. One was easy. Two is a good number. Three is too many to do this immediately. But I'm just going to go ahead and say once again, so you know where I stand, because I'm standing tall, I'm standing straight, I got my chest popped out, and I'm not going to sing, I'm not going to dance, because this is a sad moment. But hey, I'm here to help. I am here to help. Way number one. The first thing that you can do to help speed up the game, to help the game move along a little bit quicker pace, that is, implement something called a mercy rule. Total destruction, total annihilation. You can go away. We're going to give them teams some mercy. We're going to show some mercy me. And not the song, but actually the mercy rule. After 6 innings, if a team is down 10 runs or more, and both teams have had an opportunity to bat within that inning, shut the game down. Go ahead and put a bow on it and say this thing is over. I know, I get it. Some of yous want to see complete annihilation. Well, how about this? Check out another sport when that is cool. Check out another sport when complete annihilation and domination like that is something that you can get down with, something you can agree with, something that you will say is a part of the game. But when it's completely annihilation and destruction is a part of baseball, when it's over 10 runs, rally caps, yeah. How about those rallies and rally caps? You can come up with something new. You can come up with something different. You don't have to do the rally caps anymore. You can do the mercy me caps. You can do the mercy me shirts. You can do the mercy me signs, or you can create something of your own. I know your banter game strong. I know you got some choice words for the opponent, for the opposing team. If they are down by 10 runs or more, it's like, what else can you say? What else can you do? You got 10 runs on them, and it's obvious that they can't come back. They couldn't do it in 6. Now, if you're gonna capitulate, if you're gonna melt down, if you're gonna do all the things that you didn't do to get that lead, that's on you. But the mercy rule will help speed the game up. It'll shave 3 innings off of a already over game. And if you are one of those who are complaining about fairness, one of those who complaining about less innings, well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You're gonna have to fill in the blank. This is not a multiple choice. This isn't a true or false. This is a fill in the blank. Which do you want? Do you want the innings to just be played how they played, or do you want to speed the game up? You can't have both. Nah, not really. You can create situations within your own head and try to project those out to the rest of us human beings that it's gonna work and it's gonna make things faster. But we know the real. We know that ain't true. We know we're going to need some receipts for that. So go ahead and give them receipts. And while you at it, explain that too. Explain that. Mercy rule implementing after 6 innings. Both teams had a chance at bat. A team is 10 runs or more up. Just go ahead and shut it down. Go ahead and shut it down. Way number 2 in the last one. The second way to speed the game up. Another way to help these people tune in because they want the game to go a little fast. They want the game to go quick. Well, how about this? Instead of playing 2 games in one, just go ahead and play the one. Don't play the 2 games in one. Nah, you don't need to do that. In fact, go ahead again and embrace the ties. Embrace the draws. It's not like you haven't had this in an all-star competition, a glorified exhibition game. It's not like that you had that same glorified exhibition game mean something and then not mean anything and then mean something again and not mean anything again. In fact, it's been so bouncing around up and down, left and right across the line. I don't know where it's at anymore. I'm just going to imagine that it means nothing again and it's back to being a glorified exhibition game that need to be destroyed, that need to be canceled. How about you do that for saving time? Let the players go on a little holiday and do what they need to do to recoup and get their mind and body strong instead of playing a game that nobody care about, that nobody care for, that ended in a tie. So if the tie meant something to this important, super important game, why can't a tie or a draw mean something during the regular season? You got 162 of them. Introduce the draw. Introduce the tie. Don't go past 9 innings, but don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Postseason, playoffs, you're going to have to keep playing the game. You're going to need a winner. You can't do the ties in the postseason. You can't have a team not winning in the postseason. And this hurts me. This pains me because I'm all about flying the W. I'm all about the winning. I'm all about the annihilation. I'm all about the things that make me as a human being known as Vince. But I see these devious, or I see these nefarious actors wanting to just create chaos, wanting the chaos to run wild and rampant all over a sport that is dwindling, a sport that's contracting, a sport that's losing fans daily. I see you working. I respect your job. I respect your abilities. But it's my favorite sport. It's the sport that makes me me. And it hurts. It hurts big time. But if you really and truly want to go this route and direction, I guess I can help you. Just go ahead. Once again, get rid of going into extra innings. 9 innings enough. You couldn't get it done in 9. Call it a day. Wham, bam, it's over. Draw. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. If you continuously drawing games, find out a way. Figure out a way. It's not hard. You can utilize a win, loss, and throw in a draw for however that calculates out. Other sport leagues do this. Yeah. It's not like this doesn't happen. It's not like it can't happen. Why burn through pitchers? Why burn through a rotation? Why burn through something in a so-called one game of 62 when you can just go ahead and keep all of that intact? Do we really need to see position players pitch because the game is over or it's in extra innings? I would say that that is something in addition to speeding up the game. That's an unintended consequence that is a good one. But I just can't get down with speeding up the game and speed up the game. And we all know that the game is at a good, great speed anyway. But since you want this to happen, mercy rule and introducing ties within the sport, ties within the league, other leagues do it. There you go. 2 unique, tried and true ways to speed up Major League Baseball. It pains me. It was difficult to get through, but we here now. We are here now. What do you think? Are you down with any of these? Do you have some that I on purpose left off? Or are you like me and the game is at the correct speed, the proper speed that it is at the moment, ATM, and it doesn't need to be tinkered with? As far as with the rules and other things within the game, you can tinker with and do. But before we go ahead and jump to this changing the game ASAP immediately, let's go ahead and write some of those unwritten rules down. I can ghostwrite. So go ahead. Let us know. What do you think? Do you think this is okay? Not okay? Don't care? Blah, 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 blah. It's your time to shine. So go ahead and shine.